Today's a big day because Gemini 2.5 Pro supposedly got an upgrade that just made it so much better. Before we get started, if you want to learn how to leverage AI tools for images, videos, text, sound, and doing deep research and coding, here you are, join this course. Now let's move on because Gemini 2.5 Preview is officially released. It's an updated version of 2.5 Pro and it has significantly improved its capabilities for coding. So this is super big. It's right now the leading model on Web Dev Arena and surpasses their previous model by 150 elo points. This is major. And they're really excited to release it, blah blah blah. And we can test it out on Google AI Studio. So that's exactly what we're going to do today. This is it, Gemini 2.5 Pro Preview. You can use it up to 25 requests per day completely for free. And in general, it's quite cheap, I gotta say. Now, before we move on, we really want to see the current benchmarks. And this is what Logan Kilpatrick, which is the guy behind Gemini 2.5 Pro, says. It's very better at coding, especially front-end web development, editing, and transformation. They also fixed function calling. And they completely replaced the previous model they got. So yeah, guys, they literally did a huge jump in terms of performance. And this is pretty insane. We really got to test it out. And it's quite advertised, but pretty much everyone. They also released it in Gemini application for people that have Gemini Advanced. And everyone is talking about it. Literally the whole internet is buzzing behind this. So yeah, I really want to test it out and let's go ahead and do that. And guys, of course, you can use it completely for free by getting your API key through the AI Studio. So this is pretty insane. You've got one of the best coding models out there and you can use them completely for free. So I'm going to go ahead and give it this prompt and I'm going to hit the run button. So let's get started. Let's see what it spits out. I'm super excited to see if indeed it works as well as they say. And guys, you can go ahead and watch the previous videos that I have made if you want to see exactly the result of other models compared to this model. But I will pretty much tell you if it's really that much better or if it's just about hype. But again, Google is really so amazing. It gives you this free access to their models, which I think is completely insane. And this model is thinking quite a lot. It's fast, but look at these guys. It goes so heavily into planning everything. I really have never seen something so deep before. Maybe Lovable does that on the back end, but I have never seen any other kind of let's say typical non-dev model go so deeply. It really goes so in depth. It's writing the prompt for the past 1 minute and 10 seconds. This is incredible. I think we're going to see a groundbreaking result. This is exciting. Guys, it's literally writing code for the past 2 minutes. I have never seen anything like that. It's pretty insane and it's writing the response once again to give it to you in a single condensed file. So this is pretty insane. Really, this is so in depth. This is very unexpected. Okay guys, this is so crazy. It literally took 4 minutes to give us the response. This is fucking insane. So it gave us all of the files here. So let me go ahead and literally just try them. Okay guys, so this is the result that Gemini gave us. So it has a toggle on and off mode, which is not working. And it has all of these in-depth information about the transformer model. So here you could supposedly experiment. This is a placeholder, but it's nice. FAQ, I think there is a little bit of a mistake with the styled CSS, but other than that, it seems pretty cool. So you can see here that there is this error. There are some errors that are happening. But again, I gotta say, it looks very in-depth. I wouldn't say I'm super amazed, in all honesty. It looks good, but I would say I don't see something that I have never seen before. I wouldn't say it's that shocking. Maybe it's just me, but I think I have seen a better response from the previous model. Let's go over to the second tool that we want to make, which is the SPX 500 calculator. And we want to make sure to select 2.5 Pro Preview. All right, let's do it. And it also gives you the option to select which response you prefer. So this is interesting from Google. They're trying to take supervised fine-tuning data so they can better improve their models. This is something that OpenAI has had for the past few, I would say, months. But right now it's also available on Gemini. So that's very nice to see. And I think we're going to see major acceleration. So, okay, this is a very short code given by the tool. So this is like one-shot prompt. This is a more in-depth one, I think. So I don't know which one is better. I'm just going to skip the response at this point. I'm just going to take the left one because it seems more extensive. Even though that doesn't mean it's better, it just means that it's a little bit bigger. So I'm going to take this one and let's take the code. So let's copy this code. Let's copy the CSS. Let's copy the HTML. Let's save and let's see a preview. So this is the SPX 500 calculator. Here it has the API for the actual pricing. This on and off mode works. And we cannot see the performance because this API thing is not working. So I wouldn't say it's that amazing. I don't really understand the hype. They're more in-depth models, but I wouldn't say that they look that much better. I don't know, my prompts are quite detailed. I think they're very good. I don't understand why, these models cannot really spit out its response that I would feel is at least sensible. Because guys, in all honesty, most tools, after I made my prompts so much more in depth, has been so much worse. I don't know why, I don't understand. It feels like the whole AI field has been nerfed a little bit, like they cannot one-shot a very big websites or tools or applications. But let's see, can it create a Flappy Bird? That would be nice. If they can create a good, nice game, I would say that it would be a pass. But I don't see any improvement. I don't see these models being better than the previous ones, in all honesty. Just want to be fully transparent with you, my friends. What I can see is that this model is thinking so much more than all of the other previous models I have ever seen. This model goes super deeply into everything that you ask it to do, which is very nice to see. I think this is a positive, even though the current model is running quite slowly. It takes 3 minutes to answer. It goes super deep into the topic. So I think this could be a likely step into the direction of complete automation, but still it's lacking so many things. I would say it doesn't one shot improve the design or make it look beautiful. Maybe with subsequent prompts or giving it a specific image to copy, maybe it looks better. Maybe that's a hack or a trick, but as a one-shot prompt, it just makes the functionality work, which makes sense. It gives all of the data inside, gives a structure. It's fine. I don't say these models are bad. They're absolutely beautiful and it's very exciting to use them. But I really want to see, can it really create a game? Because lately models have disappointed us so much. So we're going to press click and okay, so we got to avoid these places. We died, but I don't understand why we died. Okay, so nope, it failed the game. So I asked it to create a Flappy Bird style game, but you can literally not pass anything. Okay, so we're passing this place. Okay, so this is not a bad game. This is an interesting take. It gets a little bit more details. Okay, so yeah, I don't know. Maybe there is an input lag with P5.js. I don't know. Maybe the radius is not that good. But okay, the game looks kind of nice. I think it's a little better than the previous ones. So I wouldn't say that I'm really excited about this game, in all honesty. Let's give it one more prompt. Okay, one more chance, man. One more chance. So I'm going to give it the hardest prompt that there is, to scrape a specific page and create a wrapper page on top of it. It's not going to be able to do that. I'm quite sure about that. This model cannot open links. Let's open the chat again and do code execution, function calling. Okay, so we are going to use Google search for grounding. This model, don't tell me it cannot open links again. Oh my god. Okay, that's bad. So it's probably going to fail. It's going to fail this response because it doesn't have access to Google search right now. Okay, so it's not going to give us the response that we want. It's going to have loads of problems. So I'm just going to stop at this point and say, okay, this model is good. Maybe it's a little better than the previous one, but it still is lagging quite behind in terms of what there exists in the market. Like I think Lovable is a lot better if you want to do web dev, but maybe Lovable is just prompt engineering and optimizing everything. But yeah, I kind of expected something better from Gemini. I'm not really that excited. Again, my test bench and my benchmarks are so restricted to like 3 to 4 prompts. But yeah, that's my take. Let me know in the comments if you like this model, if you learned something new, if you think this is better than what currently exists, and I will see you on the next video.